Hey guys, it's Teaksy here and welcome back to my How to Improve at Demolition series here on Black Ops Cold War today for episode 3, where we're going to be breaking down the map Rush, and more specifically guys, I'm going to be going through everything you need to know in terms of the spawn. So all the spawn points, the best lines of sight within the spawn, the best way to manipulate and control the spawns, the best way to rotate and move around, play your life, all that good stuff. You're going to find it out in today's video, and as always guys, there are timestamps down in the description below if there's anything in particular that you want to jump to. And yeah, honestly guys, Rush has got to be not only one of my favourite maps in Cold War, but definitely one of my favourite maps for Demolition. You know, the potential on this map for high kill games and dropping nukes is really high. It's an absolutely amazing map, especially once you get it all kind of locked in. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump in and break down the map Rush. Here we are then guys, on the map Rush, and as I did with the raid video and as I will do with all of the maps guys, I am very quickly just going to show you where the bomb sites are, just because Demolition is not an option within private maps, so I'm having to play in free-for-all. And at least by giving you the location of the bomb sites, if I mention them at any point in the video, you'll be able to reference where they are. So the A bomb site is located here, kind of in the paintball arena, just here. And then the B bomb site, if you go through these doors, is located just here, out here, sort of in the open, sort of mid-map. So that's where the bomb sites are, just so you can reference them throughout the video. So guys, I'm going to start off as if you were the attacking team and you spawn over there sort of on car park side of the map. And I'm going to go through the positions where the defenders can spawn. So, it's a little bit weird on Rush. So the defenders, they can spawn as far up as kind of here. They can kind of spawn anywhere around this kind of sort of wall or edge here. And again, they can spawn sort of here as well. They can spawn here. They can spawn in this corner. And as well, they can spawn up here if you get way too sort of aggressive. So they're kind of the main spawn points for the defending team. So one of the things on Rush I would say guys is it's really important to use an SMG, because I wouldn't say it's easy to spawn kill on this map and easy to play your life, but you want to move around as much as you can. So firstly, this sort of left side of the map is a really good place to play, especially if players are pushing the A bomb, because from here you've got this line of sight straight to that spawn point, and the amount of kills I get where I just pre-aim here and players spawn in and they run this direction for the A bomb site, and you can also keep moving and keep sort of peeking this corner as well, and you can kind of, you know, move between them. You can jump up here if you want to play like a bit of a bitch and you want to hold an angle. You can always as well rotate back through here. This is the thing with Rush, being such a small map, you come to here and you've got a view of the B bomb from inside this room. You can hold this angle here and sometimes pick players off that spawn in that corner or spawning in that sort of mid spawn I talked about. Then you've obviously always got to keep an eye on what's going on up there, as if there's any players that have spawned or pushed around that side. Then you can also come around here again. You can play this corner and spawn kill players spawning there, and sometimes you can see them through this little window, which gives you a bit of a reference as to where they are. And you can always slide back here and you know, keep pushing this angle. You can always run round, and sometimes you can hold this angle down again to see that spawn point, and you can rotate all the way up here and up this ladder and then come down here, at which point you can then see that spawn point. You can see across to there where players like to spawn over there. You can see players spawning there, and obviously if you're here you should stop sort of players spawning in that corner and players spawning up here. But you do have to be careful guys, if you're playing this right side of the map, even if you're here, players can spawn there, so you just have to be a little bit careful of that depending on what your teammates are doing. But yeah, it's really important on Rush to just be able to kind of rotate, keep moving. Like I said, it's nice and small, and I would say you always want to be using an SMG on this map for the close range gunfights, but also to be able to you know, move around as quickly as you possibly can. You can also sometimes, if you want to guys, get aggressive in this direction and push round. Sometimes this can be a nice little head glitch to kill players, and a nice little off angle as well if players are spawning behind that wall. And obviously you can also play here as well, but you do have to be a little bit careful. Sometimes players will spawn in if you're playing over there, for example. Defending players can spawn here and sort of head glitch this, and as I pointed out earlier as well, sometimes players will kill you through this window if you're playing that corner, so you just have to be a little bit careful of that as well. So as I said guys, now we'll go through sort of the lines of sight you can play. Like I say, this is a really good one, obviously, that I showed you earlier. And again, as I just said, I probably should have done this one first while I was over here. This is a nice little off angle, but you don't always want to be this aggressive. Again, you know, being aggressive, as I've said in the other episodes, is very much something that you learn over time. You've obviously got this here. You can get this line of sight. on these kind of blocks. But again, you just have to be careful there's no players spawn right on you. Again, you can play this side of it and look over there. This is a nice little off-angle head glitch that you can pick players off as they're coming out of spawn. Again, you just have to be careful and kind of just be ready for anyone to be spawning there. There's a nice little off-angle up here. Sometimes if you're playing your life, maybe you're on a street, you can play this off-angle here if any players are spawned up and are pushing this kind of angle up here. You can sort of see through this window here as well to that spawn point, but you can't get a full visual, and so I don't tend to normally play this one, but that is one you can play. As I said, you can play this kind of on this container here, looking there, looking here, from in here as well. You just always got to be careful of what's going on up there. You've got this line of sight here as well that you can hold, and obviously you can rotate and wrap back around here. And if you want to just hold the bomb site, you know, you can sort of retreat a little bit and just hold this head glitch here. But I would always say you want to try and be pushed out, because the only problem is if you hold this angle here, if your teammates don't do a good enough job or they sort of push in and get control of the bomb site, you know, it can be problems. But if you're out here, you can sort of, you know, hold people off and be a little bit more pushed up the map and be a bit more aggressive. So you can also as well, like, you can play here, and again, just you can see players running off spawn, but you are a little bit open if anyone kind of spawns to your left. So that's kind of how this side of the map works, and I'll run a few game clips now, guys, so we can have a little look at the stuff in action. Okay guys, so we're going to start off with a little Tech 9 clip here in the spawn. So I start on this container corner, I pick that kill up, now I get aggressive, I'm ready for this mid spawn. I see that other player, and I think, right, let's get this head glitch on this off angle. I pick that guy up, then I pick another player up. And now I'm ready for that mid spawn again, and again I'm ready for this spawn here, ready for that line of sight. I pick that player up, and then that player spawns on me. So that's the spawn point I'm telling you about, guys, that you have to be careful about. Now I'm backing up, and I'm playing the off angle while I reload. In case anybody pushes me, I'm kind of ready for it. Nobody pushes me, but I'm expecting to be pushed. I'm expecting they want to kill me, so I'm ready for this guy. Now it gets a little bit sketchy here, and I do survive because of marshals, but again, this line of sight, look at this player running directly towards me. He wants to kill me, easy kill, catch him sprinting, and then I catch this guy out here with the marshals. Now we're going to move into a hand cannon clip here. Now I pick a couple of kills up here, guys, on the flank, because I've got the harp up. And now I'm going to pause it here. Look at where these players are spawning, and look at the line of sight. They're running at me. That's the line of sight I'm telling you about. They want to get to the A-bomb. I'm ready for it. Obviously I've got a harp, but I would have been ready for it anyway. And this is what I mean. You just got to start predicting and be ready to get these kills. And like I say, it's just easy kills for me. Pick that guy up, and obviously I've got the harp. This guy coming from my left. Okay guys, so this next clip is kind of spawn killing from the left hand side of the spawn. So in this clip, me and my mate Youngsy were holding down the spawns quite well. I get a little bit aggressive there, but look how powerful this off angle is here. I mean, I do get lucky here. A player does spawn behind me. Fortunately, we've got a harp up, so that's something you do have to be careful about. But this is such a powerful position to play. I mean, look, I'm going to pause it here. Look at where players are spawning directly ahead of me. Some players are spawning behind that wall, and obviously it's an off angle, so very often you can catch people. And this is a really, really good position to play on the off angle if you really want to. If you get into this position and be aggressive and keep them in them spawn points, that's the best place to play on that side of the map. Okay guys, so we're now going to do it as if you were the defending team, which is when you spawn on this side of the map, and we're going to go through where the attacking team can spawn. So for the attackers on this side of the map, they can spawn here in this corner, and I'm pretty sure they can sort of spawn along here as well, sort of anywhere sort of along there. And pretty much anywhere in car park, but I think it's more sort of they can spawn sort of here, they can spawn here, and a favourite one is in this corner. Now this side of the map is really, really good for spawn killing, but you can so easily get caught because there's not many places where they can spawn. So for example, if you're sort of stood here, for example, and you had a player that was pushed up over there blocking them spawns in there, I am telling you, they will spawn there. They will spawn in that corner. 3, 4, 5 players will spawn on you, and more often than not, you will die. So you just have to be a little bit careful on this side of the map. Be really aware. Obviously, use the little map tip that I gave you next to the scoreboard to just keep an eye on what your teammates are doing. Whether you're playing left side, where I am now, or whether you're playing that right side, you want to know what's going on the other side of the spawn, because the spawns are very delicate on this map, and they will spawn literally on you if you're not careful. So obviously, like I say, the main spawn points, that corner, mid car park, far car park, and in there, in that corner, in there. So we will start over here. So you can play in and around in here. You can sometimes get a nice line of sight to players over there. Obviously, like I said, the A bomb site is in here. So if that's the only bomb site left, sometimes you will get players that push push out of that angle there. But again, it's not great with an SMG here. You know, you will get picked by snipers, ARs. You know, I think with an SMG, really, you want to be pushed up a little bit more and sort of moving around more, rotating more. I think this map really pays off for rotation. So you can obviously run around here. Sometimes you can play this angle here, wrap back round. You've always got the bus as well that you can sort of wrap behind and then get another angle from here. If you want to, you can come back into here, and sometimes you'll pick up a few flanks on players that are attacking the B-bomb there. You just have to be careful as well of that window in case any players get through. And then you can always run up here as well and you know, pick players from here, pick players from there, and also from up here you've got a nice line of sight to sort of this part of the map. And one thing that's quite big on this map, for example, in overtime, the overtime bomb on this map is positioned here. And if the enemy team are spawning in this corner here, a lot of the time in the overtime round, they will push through here. And they will come through here, and they will attack the overtime bomb from this angle here. So if you're up in that window, it can be a really, really good way to prevent players that are trying to pull off a flank and pull off a cheeky route to the bomb. So it's always good to be up here. And even in normal rounds, you know, sometimes that is, you know, if you spawn in that corner over there, you tend to run through where the A-bomb is rather than maybe wrap back towards your own spawn. Good places to play on this side of the map. So you can play obviously the off angle here if you need to, if you're on a streak, or you can play the off angle here. You can get aggressive on this bin if you want to, but I wouldn't really suggest it. The most aggressive I tend to get is I'll use this car. If I think they're going to spawn there, I'll try and pick a few kills off. But again, you want to keep moving, you know, just kind of moving around on this side of the map. And obviously just try not to get too aggressive because, like I say, they will spawn on you on this side of the map. And like I say, from in here, there really isn't much you can do from in here. You can obviously got that line of sight there. Sometimes you can play this off angle here, or push right up to here, but you have to be careful when you run out of here that there's not an attacking player just sort of sat here in this corner, because they sometimes do that. They also do like to sit back on this police car if you're spawn trapping them, so you just have to be a little bit careful. And like I say, guys, I think the best thing I can say to you on this side of the map is to run around and just keep moving. But I'm going to run a few clips now, guys, because I think it'd probably be easier to show this side of the map from some live clips. Okay, so this first clip here, guys, kind of shows you what happens when you've got a player anchoring the right-hand side of the spawn. So my mate Youngsy was up blocking over the right-hand side spawn point. As you can see, I've backed up here, I'm rotating, I'm not pushing directly into their spawn. Now I'm getting aggressive again. Now I kind of hear a few players here, I'm just having a bit of trigger discipline. But if I pause it here, guys, so I've got two players in front of me. Obviously, I've got a player that was just in behind me. Now I want to show you what happens here. I end up getting like a 4-piece feed, but then I do end up dying again because another player spawns behind me. And this is how powerful the spawns are on this side of the map, because they've got so many minimal positions where they can spawn. So I pick that kill up, I pick that kill up, I pick this kill up, another player spawns there, I pick him up, but then they all spawn there again and I get shot in the back. And that is how you have to be really careful how very powerful the spawns are on that side of the map, and how if you block on one spawn point, they will basically spawn on you on the other spawn point. Okay, guys, so this final clip here is just me putting a little bit together with the bullfrog on Rush. So obviously I start initially from the right hand side of the map, and one of the big things on Rush is flanking. Now I'm expecting this guy to spawn over here. I was kind of ready for it because obviously I was running from right side. I didn't expect him to spawn over there. Now the flank on this map is incredibly powerful. I mean, look at these 2 kills I get up here from the flank. Now I obviously bring in the spy plane. I can see there's quite a few players spawning parking lot. I get a lucky kill on this guy, but now I go on the flank to the A-bomb and I pick up so many easy kills here. And flanking on Rush is just so powerful. Pick this guy up and then pick these 2 up as well. Easy, easy, easy. And then, like I say, this line of sight across to the spawn, I'm kind of ready for it. When they're running directly this way, I pick that guy up, but now I back off for a minute instead of getting aggressive, and I sort of wrap myself around, just buy myself a couple of seconds, and then again I'm ready for that line of sight. And sometimes you get more players push, and then obviously once I've got the harp, I'm kind of playing the off angle, but I do end up here under a little bit of pressure, which is why I'm kind of chilled in this corner for a minute, and I do actually end up getting Semtex. But that's just kind of how you got to get it, guys. Just got to keep working it, keep working those angles, and yeah, eventually, you know, you'll get used to it, and you'll start to kind of pinpoint the flanks and how to do it. And you know, the more you do it, the better you're going to get, and the better games you're going to have. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for today's map breakdown of Rush. I really hope you found today's video useful. Like I say, a little bit different to the map breakdown of Raid. Obviously, we had a few more examples, a few more clips in today's video, and hopefully it was a little bit more useful, sort of seeing things happening in person while I was explaining it. But like I say, with these tutorial videos, guys, if there's anything you think I can do to improve them, please do let me know down in the comment section. You know, I'm still getting used to them. This is only my second map breakdown, so if there's anything you think I can do better, please do let me know. And yeah, I hope you found today's video useful. If you did, please do hit the like button down below. And also, guys, I am thinking of doing kind of a live commentary series where I kind of break down what I'm doing in the moment while I'm playing, because I think that could be another way to help you guys improve. So if you think that's something you could be interested in, please let me know down in the comment section. If you are brand new around here and want to find your way back for more, please do consider subscribing to the channel. And as always, guys, I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.